big drum time. I'd say the CI-19 is the best ranged assault rifle for the assault class. This doesn't include the AUG. The AUG is something different with its 50 headshots. The CI-19, however, does 47, I believe. 47.5. So it's pretty good, but it's a 3 shot to the head. If you're familiar with the SG-552, I would say the CI-19 is really strong right where that weapon starts to get more uncomfortable, more at medium to long range. When the SG starts to feel like it's shooting marshmallows, that's where the CI really shines. It's amazing for sustaining damage at longer ranges, as long as you build it that way. I'll be doing a fast fire rate CI-19 build in the future, just for fun, but I think that the slow fire rate gas block is just way better. When it comes to the range fall off, that's the main reason why I've pretty much never used the faster fire rate. I'd rather switch to a whole different weapon, to be honest. But we'll do that in the future for fun. Let's get right into this build. So first things first, we have a 0.47 recoil reduction when holding breath. The visual recoil is pretty bad, but if we actually look at the pattern for holding breath here, it goes up straight, just a tiny bit. It just goes up straight, violently starts going up to the right, and then doesn't change from there. As long as you remember that, a lot of the time you're not even gonna have to worry about the the horizontal, because you'll get the kill within these shots right here. This is without holding breath. Not that bad at all. Like I said, this is a ranged build, so the ADS speed isn't crazy fast by any means. And if you want to add more handling speed, you'll easily be able to. You can make quick little adjustments with these panels that I've set up. I'll show everything off, and then you'll see what I mean. So the barrel, not very many choices here. We went with the long barrel for the maximum range and muzzle velocity. We always want to maximize this, and that's the whole point of this gun in my opinion. Set these to the right because firing stability is very important. That's part of control, and you're going to need a lot of it because of the drum mag. Very unique piece. I went with the effective range because, like I was saying, this -14 to your range is ridiculous. At 25 meters, your damage starts to fall off rapidly, so this is the main reason I don't use it. Other than that, I would, but this is just brutal. This turns it into an SMG. So these rails and patches, this is very confusing the way it's laid out. I'm gonna explain it. It doesn't matter where you put them, it just matters how many. For this, we have 3 of them. The Ranger handguard, this one, the right rail, and my upper patch right here. 3 control pieces. Then on my right and left patch, these are handling patches, which you could put more of these on if you wanted, if you're really comfortable with this build and you want ADS faster. Please feel free to put more of these on. I would leave this stability piece on. So 2 handling pieces, to be clear, and then 1 stability. And that's how I got to 0.47. That's why I only needed 1. I usually put a laser on the right rail, but since I wanted to add a lot more pieces, we really had to balance everything with this build. Like, that was really the key to this. So we got the multi-purpose tactical riser, losing the firing stability, which is in your control, but you're not losing any of your pattern. So we sacrificed a little bit, and then we add a laser to it, which you should always leave it on, because when it is, you only gain benefits from it. Roughly 30 milliseconds of handling, and you get 4 bars of accuracy, which you can't see the stats here, and you really got to account for it. That's why it says 430 milliseconds. It's actually much faster. If we take it off, this -4, 430, that's for when it's off. It's not accounting for the plus 30 millisecond boost we're getting, roughly. And then while we're here, I'll just cover the sight now. I use the panoramic red dot sight. This is really weird because this is a range build. This is preference. At the same time, feel free to put whatever sight you want. This really helps with the recoil, the visual recoil. You set these to the left, and in-game settings, you make sure scope magnification adapts automatically. Set it to on. Crispy 1:1 FOV. They've added so many additional firing stability and visual recoil and nerfs to the CI-19. I feel like stuff like that is necessary nowadays with this gun. Okay, we'll go on to the muzzle. We just got this flash hider here, and that's another way we get the firing stability up while gaining a bunch of benefits. Now we got the prism hand stop. These effects right here are amazing. I was able to calibrate it for ADS speed, which basically only ruins your pattern by 4%, which is totally worth it for the effects that you get with it. And then we got stability when moving, because that's super important. You could definitely put a 45 on this, because you get the handling benefits. I like the 60 round because you don't lose any firing camera stability, but this build will work well with either one. I went with the sword heavy grip, and I set these to the right. We needed stability. I've already talked about why we needed it. And then we have the skeleton sniper stock, beautiful piece, ADS movement speed, extra control. We're only losing the sway. It's basically nothing when we have maxed out stability. This box right here is the only thing it affects. As we can see, it's still great on top of the insane stats that it gives you. So there's the build. Now I have what should have been a 100 kill gameplay. If you make it all the way to the end, you'll understand. Either way, I appreciate you guys. Be sure to join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace. No, that would have been so clean. It's not real.